Hello, everybody. This is Soniv.
And this is WaveofShadow. We are bringing you the third place match of AHGL A-League. This is going to be Epic versus EA, an epic rematch from the beginning of this. Was it the preseason we casted
Yeah,
to?
I believe it was the preseason, and it was a really good game. I
That was
really
a
did
great
like.
game.
Yeah, I loved casting it. So before we jump right into these bans that they've already started, we do have some great news for everyone. And you want to share that with everyone, Wave?
Sure. Thanks to everybody, absolutely everybody who voted us on Team Liquid, on Solo Mid, on the general forums, on Reddit, from anywhere. We won the HGL So You Think You Can Cast contest. Really, really appreciate all of your votes. You guys are awesome. We beat out the other casters, and because of that, we're going to be casting the B League finals next Sunday.
Yes,
I think
next Sunday.
Yes, and we're also. Oh, you can go ahead on that one.
Well, and then the A League finals are the weekend after that, I believe. And we will be highlighted on that by whatever Riot casters are casting that game. So that's gonna be
so
great.
exciting!
Ooh, Rioters are gonna know us. Yeah, no, but I'm super excited. Thank you everyone who did vote for us. We've had a lot of fun, and we're really glad that we can keep casting for you guys.
Yep. All right. So picks and bans have started. Getting into this, we're seeing Epic banning Elise, Katarina, and Zach. That's not entirely surprising considering how we've seen Zach's performance.
Yep, absolutely. Both, I believe the Katarina ban is targeted at Gasty. We have seen Gasty's Katarina a few times. He's really good. The Malzahar ban is directed at One Man Army, also a very good Malzahar player. So just a few targeted bans just to get rid of the champions that these people really play. Thresh, first pick, not surprising at all. I mean, Thresh is amazing. So much utility. He's just so difficult to play against.
He's like, I don't think I've ever seen quite as many 2v1 tower dives go completely wrong when one player is a Thresh.
Yeah, he's got so much that, like, he can do. It's so difficult to actually do anything against him.
Yep, he's really strong. I'm excited. Tristana and Zyra picks. Ooh. Now I'm wondering, is Zyra going to be mid lane? Is she going to be bottom lane?
We did see Gasty play mid lane Zyra the other week, didn't we?
I think we did. Was that mid lane?
Or no, it was his Lux. Was it Messiah?
I don't remember. Somebody played. Yeah, it was support Zyra.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was the Tristana Zyra lane. I do remember now. Yeah, and they actually did a lot better than I anticipated because it was sort of like a wonky matchup or like combination.
Yeah, it's an odd. I don't know. I mean, it's not that there's no synergy, but it's
different.
Yeah. Vayne Nasus. Okay, so pretty strong pick. Like Nasus is among the top junglers these days. I still can't get him right, but that's just me. I mean, Wither OP, despite the fact that it's probably going to be nerfed a little. I don't think the nerf is going to be significant. Frankly,
no, it'll be a nice little it'll bring him.
I think it's enough.
Wither is very strong.
Wither's yeah. I mean, I've been a Nasus player literally ever since I started playing League, and I agree that Wither is it's a little too strong for sure.
And Vayne actually is gaining some popularity again. I'm not sure what has changed that makes her picked more, but I have seen her a lot lately. She, I mean, as always, has been very strong late game, so it's not very surprising.
I think that's really all it comes down to. I think it's just little shifts in the bottom lane meta, or just the overall when you're getting all the tanky junglers these days that are diving, it's a lot easier for someone like Vayne to be able to reposition and get out of that kind of stuff. So maybe that's what it is. She also blows through armor a little easier than some of the other AD carries.
Yeah, especially with the amount of bruisers and assassins that we're seeing lately. Not surprising for someone who can use stealth and tumble and condemn just to get away from any danger. But when I do see Vayne, I like to pick Tristana into that, because Tristana is also a very strong late game AD carry with that range, and the repositioning is ridiculous. So I'm really looking forward to that matchup right now.
I mean, I would argue there's a lot of Vayne isn't exactly the strongest laner, and I mean there's a lot of safe picks against her. Caitlyn, I would think, because it basically makes farming absolute hell for Vayne.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of Varus has become so much more popular.
Yes.
I'm honestly not really sure where that came from.
I don't know where it came from, but I do know why. He does a lot of burst, and he offers...
Sorry. I was going to say I know where it comes from. It comes from across the sea. But yeah, I was going to say I'm not really sure why. So you can explain it to me.
Well, he offers a lot of burst. He offers a slow and heal reduction, and he also gives some really good CC with his ult. And pair that with someone like Nami or you know, Zyra or someone, or Sona, someone with more CC, that's a lot of crowd control coming bot lane, and that's a scary, scary thing to fight.
Speaking of a lot of crowd control, we have an Amumu pick from EA. So that's going to be going to. That's not really. Actually, yes, it is. I was going to say Zyro definitely does play. I was thinking. I was thinking Google. I was like, wait a minute. But you're not Ravenite. Hold on a minute. Yeah, no. So that Amumu is probably one of Zyro's best junglers, I would imagine. And he pulled off a pretty nice Baron steal, if I remember correctly, in one of our earlier games.
Yes, he did. And I'm the Kid also plays a very good Amumu, so it's not that surprising that EA is going to want to grab that so that Epic doesn't take it. And we have seen EA really liking the Yorick pick. We saw that the last game we casted with them, and they paired it with Tristana, and I like it. I love seeing Yorick because he's just different.
But it didn't work out, remember?
No, I know it didn't work out, but I like seeing it.
They like that strategy. They like the Yorick Tristana strategy, but I mean, again, you're really betting on the late game for that, and it doesn't usually tend to work out. So we'll have to see how this goes. Karthus and Nautilus.
Yes,
that's really interesting. I'm actually very excited to see Nautilus again because he completely fell out of favor, you know, since before the beginning of Season 3.
Well, they gave him some pretty hefty nerfs. He was a little
but,
over the top.
But they haven't exactly given him some very hefty buffs. They gave him, I think, one buff or something. They made his cooldown on the shield a little bit lower.
Which is kind of big for the jungle. It makes your jungle... I mean, his clear wasn't difficult before, and it wasn't really that risky, but that just is more icing on top. It's just, it makes it better.
But I don't think it really explains it. The resurgence in popularity. I've seen him a lot more recently, and it's I don't know. I find it odd, to say the least, that such a tiny buff will be enough to make people say, "Oh, well, we can play him again. He's not crap."
Yeah.
So
and Gasty grabbing Kha'Zix. We saw him play it last time we casted. He loves those assassins, man, and he's against a Karthus, so he may very well be able to snowball this mid lane if he plays it right.
Yep, and I mean Gasty's all about that roaming. He's gonna, I mean, if the lane goes in his favor, he'll be able to destroy Karthus, and then he'll be able to go, you know, fly over to the other lanes, quite literally, and get some assassinations there. And Kha'Zix is so much fun to watch.
I against my my better judgment, I've started to play him.
Oh yeah, you did. A lot of people are really enjoying your stream lately, I think.
That's because I've been messing around with different champions, and I'm having so much fun with it. But Kha'Zix is one of those, and he is ridiculous in team fights. Especially with his stealth, you can just jump in, stealth, get to their carries, and just blow them up, and then jump away. His reset on his E is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Epic, keeping it classy.
Yeah,
see, that's real good. Oh man.
Oh man, but EAG, going for the EA games. Oh, okay, so Kha'Zix plus Amumu. Amumu can get in there, lock everyone down, and Kha'Zix can just have his pickings. He can just jump in, take whoever he wants, and jump away. And
I believe, Gasty's going to have a fair choice of pickings this game, because Vayne is going to be, a two-shot at the half-an-hour mark. Karthus is going to be a two-shot. It's going to be fairly easy, I believe, for Gasty to get those resets. So we're really going to have to see how Epic is going to sort of make those team fights happen in their favor rather than in EA's.
Yeah, Epic does have a much later game composition. They've got Vayne, they've got Karthus, they've got Nasus, who from the jungle isn't really all about stacking Q, but eventually he does just become that monster that Nasus always is. So, they're going to have to try and get little advantages early on and make sure that they don't fall behind, because their late game is scary, but mid game for EA is also very, very scary.
The Thresh and Nautilus is going to make it a little bit harder, yep. I suppose, for EA squishier players to try and lock stuff down. But again, it's just, I don't know. I'm not really sure how this is going to go down. I think
I'm an idiot. It's not Nasus jungle.
Yeah, no, it's Nautilus jungle. Nasus top lane.
I just remembered that.
And I've tried playing Nasus against Yorick before. I guess before he was buffed a little, but Yorick doing what Yorick does and harasses people out of lane. I suppose now, with the 9-pot start or whatever it is, it's going to be a little bit easier for someone like Nasus to just sit top lane and farm all day, even with the Yorick harassing him constantly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the thing about Yorick is a lot of other champions can't harass Nasus at the turret as easily, and so he can just, last hit his, and, stack his Q at the turret, but Yorick can.
Yeah, he can get, poke down, get those ghouls out, he just be a nuisance. Yorick is just incredibly annoying to have to deal with, and he's got the teleport, which I really like. Especially, oh, well, oops.
Yeah, it's okay. It's 10 seconds to go.
I forgot. Okay.
You want,
well, we'll wait. I forgot I hadn't covered up.
Yeah,
That's
it's okay. They're not watching
That's
us.
Alright.
Alright, we're good.
We're good. Okay, yeah, he does have that teleport, which is going to be really nice.
Oh, he changed the teleport.
Oh my god.
You've now influenced the outcome of this game.
I broke the game.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's what they get. Or what I get, I guess. Anyway.
I want to see now. I'm going to see if this actually ends up being a game-changing...
game-changing teleport.
Like a game-changing teleport, and it's going to be, yeah, exactly. Like Soniv throws the game for EA. I'd be very interested to see this. Anyway, let's just assume that Black Mamba was not watching our stream.
Assume he's a good guy. And
yeah, he was not watching our stream, and he just picked up teleport of his own accord.
I mean, it is normal for Yorick to take teleport.
It's normal for Nasus to take teleport.
Yeah, well, especially top lane, and against Yorick, who you're not really planning on killing. Nasus is just going to sit back and farm and just get his Q up to speed as fast as he can. And see, now Epic's late game, now that I realize that Nasus isn't jungle, he's top, is terrifying. It's going to be ridiculous with Karthus, Nasus, and Vayne. So EA really needs to get ahead early on, take those mid-game team fights, make sure they get that lead and hold it. But it is going to be difficult, as you said. With we've got Hook City over here with Thresh and Nautilus.
Yeah, but I mean, see, that's you say they have to, EA is going to have to make stuff happen before late game, and that's true. But then they've got the Yorick Tristana pick, which is a very late game strategy, and so that's a little bit contradictory, which is why I have a little I have a little bit of trouble. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do really love the the Amumu and Kha'Zix picks, but it just to me it seems that trying to base a strategy around Yorick, it doesn't always work out the way you're going to want it to. So I mean pick wise, we're going to have to see just how it works out. Just like you said, are they going to be able to get a lead? Are they going to be able to hold it? Yeah,
and what's interesting, I mean, EA's composition is very balanced. It's balanced for mid-game, balanced for late game, but it doesn't excel at any one point, like the whole team, unlike Epic's, where they've got late game powerhouses. But the mid-game, I mean, Zyril being, and like we have Amumu and we have Yorick, those two champions don't do a huge amount of damage, like bruiser-wise, as we've seen lately, bruisers and assassins being very popular. So they're not going to be dishing out a whole bunch of damage. They're going to be more on like the utility, supportish side of champions, which is going to be unfortunate for them only because Nasus, Vayne, and Karthus are 3 huge damage dealers, and there's really only 2 massive damage dealers coming from EA.
Yeah, and I mean, one of those massive damage, well, actually both of them are incredibly squishy, and I mean, at least in the case of Nasus and Karthus, they're able to stick around in a fight for certainly a great deal longer, even after Karthus dies, of course. So overall, I mean, I think damage-wise, it might go to Epic, right from there. So again, I think EA is really just going to have to work on snowballing real early and keeping it, like we said.
You know what's really fun, though? I like EA's composition only because of Tristana Kha'Zix, because they both get resets on kills with the jump, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, I would find it pretty hilarious if both of them are going to be using their jumps to jump around on top of people. I mean, we're not going to see that necessarily from especially not from Tristana, but like I think it'd be really funny if they both got resets and they're both just jumping around all over the place. But I mean, mostly Tristana's jump is repositioning in team fights. So.
All right, your favorite point.
Oh yes. This one's pretty obvious. Yeah, let's see how your skin analysis has.
Well, I know that you're liking EA's skins better. I mean, they have more.
Well, so there you go. Well, Mecha Kha'Zix.
I love Mecha Kha'Zix. And
Sad Robot Amumu.
Yeah, no.
You're not partial to Wildfire Zyra, though, I don't think.
No,
right?
I'm not.
I like Undertaker Yorick. It's a good looking skin. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. Don't see it often.
Heartseeker Vayne, it's okay.
I like Heartseeker Main. I really like Riot Nasus, just because it's something nobody likes.
Ugh. I have that skin. I don't even like it.
I know, I do too.
I prefer, my favorite one's the, what's that other Nasus skin? The what?
Galactic.
No.
Sparrow?
No, the big death something Nasus, the big...
Dreadnought?
Yeah, oh, I love that one. That's such a good looking skin. I love that one.
Alrighty, so let's go. Here we've got Epic on the left side. Beautiful.
No, you're beautiful.
Oh no, thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing Nautilus, to be honest, because I really haven't seen him in quite a long time.
I like him. I used to play him a bunch in Season 2. I wasn't good, but I used to play him. He's fun to play. I don't know if his animations are still bugged, but I know that when he gets mobility boots, he looks really, really funny.
he runs real quick.
Yeah, because I think the way it used to be, until they, bugged him up a little. Like when he got movement speed and he used to move pretty quick, like he'd sort of, I don't know, like they'd change his running animation a little bit so that it looked like he was moving slower, but he'd just move across the ground quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like with the Astro Nautilus, apparently he'd just have that, like, he'd just take big jumps.
Right.
But now he takes a lot of little steps and he looks real silly. So I don't know if they fixed that yet, but I guess we're gonna see, because mobility boots are really, really common in Nautilus.
Yeah.
Because you really want him to get in there and get those hooks off.
Yeah, so we do see Epic walking in. They want to invade this blue buff, which is very common against Amumu. Stunting him with his blue buff really does slow down his ganks, really does slow down his jungle in general. And they do have double hook, so we do see Nerevar does spot it, so I'm not sure this is going to turn into anything.
Yeah, no, good ward placement from Nerevar. I really think that what EA's got to do is just back off and, let Amumu go to different parts of his jungle. I think that's going to be the smart play here, but I don't know that they're going to do that. It looks like Zyro really wants to pick up his wolves, and he wants to go and try to maybe get that blue buff. And the rest of Epic is going to go take Wraiths. And I'm trying to decide if they're going to head back over to try and stop Amumu at 155, but I don't know.
They didn't ward it, so I'm assuming they're not going to. But we do see a lane swap coming over from EA. We see Nerevar bottom with Yorick, and a very common 1v2 champion, which is going to be... Oh, Dequarius is going top.
They're both lane swapping.
Yeah, we are going to see double lane swap here. So yeah, Nasus does just want to go against Yorick. Black Mamba does not want to have to deal with a double lane.
No, and that's pretty understandable. I'm not entirely surprised about that. And they're like, Nasus is definitely not a good 2v1 lane. So definitely the smart choice on that, in that sense. And even, I wouldn't Yorick, probably better than Nasus, but again, 2v1 lanes. Oh, grabbing the hook on Messiah. Aquarius and Messiah there. This might be first blood if you're not going to pick. And the Anomaly getting the last hit with that ranged chain attack.
Oh, so much damage coming from.
The passive from Zyro coming off and just doing a little bit of damage. Now Bigglebuns might be in trouble because he's just going to get harassed to death from Thresh.
Yeah.
I don't even think the Anomaly meant to pick up that kill. Oh, here we go. Aquarius going in for it. Bigglebuns
having the jump away.
That was that a jump? I guess I lagged a little bit because it looked like he jumped on the spot.
Yeah, no, he did not. He didn't flash, so he didn't have to jump away. Oh, the hook coming out from Anomaly, almost landing on Bigglebuns. Bigglebuns is in a little bit of trouble now. It's rough to, like, having your support die right away. It really just set you back so much.
Yeah, it's better that the Anomaly. It's better for them that the Anomaly got the kill. Oh, here we go. Aquarius and the Anomaly coming in. Bigglebuns again, ready to jump out. Zyro flashed, just barely missing that bandage toss. That would have been a huge play from Zyro, who already has red buff. That would have forced a flash from both and maybe even picked up a kill.
Yeah, and Zyro is just going to hang out in this bush. He wants to go for the hook again. I don't know if they're just going to... Anomaly and Aquarius, I don't think they're going to fall for it. They're just going to chill back. The wave for EA is pushing, so...
Yeah, and so now they're pretty safe. They're going to be able to farm their turrets if the gank is not going to happen anymore. They do have that ward. They know that Zyro's hanging around. I'd just like to say the bottom lane is absolutely chaotic. Nerevar and Black Mamba have been going at it, just tossing spells out left and right, doing their best to farm. Black Mamba trying to max his siphoning strike so you can have low cooldown on that Q so you can use it on ghouls even. That's one reason I guess you can run Nasus against Yorick, by the way. He does get Q stacks from Q and ghouls, so...
And if by chaotic you mean they're both just farming, then yes, I agree.
Oh, well, I guess, I don't know. I guess the action isn't happening right now, but before it was just, them tossing out constant spells. There were spirit fires flowing around. There were ghouls all over the place. And, yeah, now they're both just sort of trying to farm. Oh, mid lane, here we go. Zyro and Gasty are both in the bush. One-man army really, really low, but Kid's around. We're going to see, are they going to try to bait this? Yes, they are, but Kid knows that something's up. Why is Gasty running over to the left bush like that constantly?
They had a ward. They saw Zyril walk in. I'm not sure if they're... Oh, Kid grabbing Gasty, but Gasty can jump forward.
He's pretty tanky, though, and I mean, this might be going exactly the way Epic wants it to go. One-man army, though, out of mana, getting ignited, and now we're using that red buff. Here's the flash, and a counter flash from Gasty. He's going to be able to get that hook off. He is not, and so Kid's going to have to back off, but able to force a flash, so that was actually pretty good in favor of Epic.
Yeah, Kid's so tanky there. Could not do, like, EA couldn't do anything against him at all, and One-man army is just going to keep pushing on through this mid lane, and now we see Bigglebuns went bottom.
Yep, they're going to lane swap back because they really want to shut down Black Mamba.
Yeah, and that's very smart. I mean, as I've said in the past, Yorick is good even if he doesn't get a whole bunch of farm. If he doesn't get, he doesn't need to get stacks on anything like Black Mamba would have to on Nasus with his Siphoning Strike. So, I mean, Yorick is really just an ult bot. If he gets farm, then he's tanky, he can do more damage, but his real use is going to be ulting Bigglebuns. So, it is really smart to have to go for this.
Yep, the teleport top, Nerevar going in there, going to try and land some harass, and now Aquarius and the Anomaly, I think their job is going to be to try to actually just take down this turret. Oh, there's the hook landing on Nerevar, getting a whole bunch of harass going down. It's going to be certainly a lot easier to take him down before he hits level 6 and gets that ultimate, but I don't know if they're looking specifically to take him down, or just, again, to push down that turret like you see in a lot of 2v1 lanes.
Yeah, Nerevar actually taking quite a bit of damage, though, from Aquarius. The Silver Bolt proc doing a lot of damage, and he went down to half health, not even doing anything. Mid lane Gassy jumping on a one-man army, but one-man army is not scared. He was fine with fighting that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, especially once Gasty hits 6 and, evolves one of his abilities, he's going to have to start being scared. It's going to be a lot harder for one-man army to fight him. Oh, here we go. The gank coming in. Kid landing the snare on Bigglebuns, and Black Mamba going to come in and land the Wither, but, I mean, we're not going to see any kills here because Bigglebuns can jump out whenever he'd like, even though Wither's extremely strong. Those plants are so big on that skin.
Yeah, they really are. I don't know why. But notice
coming up top, Zyril. We're going to see he's going to land a bandage toss this time. Oh, Aquarius sticking around. And, I mean, Zyril, like, they see him. He's just sort of
he's just
walking back and forth. I'm not entirely sure. I guess he just wanted to scare them off the turret, allow Nerevar to farm a little bit. Yeah. That certainly seems what it came down to. I mean, I think they had a gank opportunity there. I'm not really sure why Zyril chose not to go in.
Well, Zyril went in through the Tri-Brush. I believe he came up through the river, but didn't... I mean, he could go down and around through the river to get up there, but Anomaly and Aquarius are going to see the yank. Oh, hold on, Zyril going for it, bot or top lane. Never mind, he's just gonna...
Yeah, I'm not really sure what... I think he's just gonna sort of hang around and be that pressure that allows Nerevar to farm in the 2v1 lane. But the fact that Nerevar needs the jungler to be there constantly so that he can farm really is going to set Zyril back and going to put him farther behind Kid.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zyril can afford to do it. He's not picking up any farm, but he is level 6 now. So he's really got what he needs in order to be powerful. And he's being just a nuisance up there, but he just wants to lay the pressure. But he's not really needed anywhere else right now. If, say, Kid goes over to Dragon with one-man army, then yeah, that's going to be unfortunate that Zyril's top lane. But right now he's not losing it that much by being up there.
Yeah, and I mean right now, Black Mamba sitting bottom lane, they're trying to sort of shut him down. He's only got a 66 farm on his Q right now. He's having a bit of trouble farming that up, but overall, he's not doing too badly, and he is technically ahead of Nerevar right now. So, oh, here we go. Now we're going to see the roaming Gasty coming up. They're going to force him to the turret, and I mean, they know this is coming. They've seen Gasty walk through the river with the ward. They're actually going to try and pick up this blue and steal it, and I don't know that Kid's going to get there in time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Anomaly and Aquarius are coming down. This is going to be a 4v3 in Epic's favor.
And I mean, it's going to be an Epic's favor, but one-man army is only at 2/3 health. Here we go. There we go. That's coming in. There's the lantern. There's ultimate going down on top of Gasty. He was the furthest unit away, so they're trying to get that ultimate damage off. There's the curse, the sad mummy going down from Zyril. The Anomaly really, really low. Gasty is going to be the first casualty. Black Mamba actually teleporting in, picking up that kill. Gasty's ultimate. The ghost is chasing him down, and now the Anomaly goes down. And it's going to be, oh, this is a ghost. And I was going to say Gasty, there we go. Ghosting just disappeared. And that did not work out nearly as well for EA as they wanted it to.
Yeah, but that was only, what, 1 kill for Epic? And it was 1 kill as well for EA.
2, actually.
Oh, was it 2? Oh, it was 2. Yep, my mistake. But I mean,
well, 2 kills against it. Epic picked up 2 kills.
Yes. But it could have gone far, far worse for EA. But it's all right. I mean, EA is going to pick up this bottom turret. That's not really that bad of a trade, to be honest.
No, not at all.
Good map pressure. That's good. I mean, now Biggle Buns and Messiah can now roam up. They can pressure this dragon a bit more. They can pressure mid. They can do what they need to.
Yeah, it's certainly going to set them up for a dragon pickup. So, I mean, yeah, you're right in that it could have gotten worse. I guess they expected the blue buff to be a little easier for them to pick up. I don't know if they expected Imzigit to get up there with the speed they did. I don't think they expected Black Mamba to teleport in.
That was probably the one that really tilted it against their favor. Because they were doing quite well. Black Mamba coming in, that's just a big dog just running through your face. There's nothing. Especially with Wither on Ghasty, that's not going to go well for them.
Yep. So, again, Zyril just farming up the jungle. He's going to head down. He's probably going to donate that blue over to Ghasty, who was not able to pick up the enemy blue right now. He needs to be able to spam that Evolved Void Spike. So, again, I mean, that's really going to help Ghasty with his sort of roaming ability. He pushes the lane extremely well once he can farm with that W, even against a Karthus. So we're going to see probably a lot more roaming now once he does have that. Actually, no, they didn't donate the blue buff to him. Zyril just took it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Zyril with it will be really nice for damage, for cooldown, and all that. And Ghasty does have the Tear of the Goddess as well, so he's got some nice mana sustain there. He's going to jump in on one army doing over half of his health, because that's what Kha'Zix does. And we see Zyril and Imzigit trading some blows in the river bottom too.
Yeah, Battle of the Junglers. And I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I think Ghasty sort of wanted to bring one-man army down to low health. I mean, I really think they could probably attempt to pick up a dragon right now, because, Nerevar really, really low. Aquarius is normally going for it. And Nerevar does go down, despite the fact that I think they pushed that.
Yeah, he condemned the ghost.
Yeah, I was going to say, Aquarius actually getting fairly low. They're looking like they're going to try and take down the turret. The Anomaly just sitting there and auto-attacking. That is going to go down. And this is, again, like I was saying, it's a good time for EA to try to pick up this dragon, because they do have 2 members of Epic top lane. And with Ghasty coming down, they certainly are going to have trouble contesting that.
Yeah, and Ghasty just poking Imzigit, making sure he can't come down, taking no damage, dropping that ult for the speed boost. And Black Mama coming in, it's a little risky into... Oh, but he's going to wither big.
Yeah, wither.
It doesn't matter.
He withered and then it was K.
Right. Because Wither just makes all 80 carries obsolete. Doesn't matter. It's like, oh, okay, you just can't do anything.
They're going to try and turn this around now. The snare landing on Black Mamba, eating up a lot of damage, going to be about half his health. Imzigit going to try to come in, missing the hook, and now he's just going to eat a whole bunch of harass from Messiah and Bigglebun's going to have to back out.
Yeah, and if you'll notice, Aquarius' farm is actually above Bigglebun's, and that's because Bigglebun's and Messiah had to switch bot lane. They had to take the time to do that. While Aquarius and the Anomaly just stayed top and kept farming. And it's, I mean, Aquarius has 600 more gold than Bigglebun's right now, which isn't that much right now, but if he keeps it up, that's going to be a very scary Vayne for fairly soon.
Yep. Something to note, actually, I mean, a lot of the Epic players do, in fact, have more farm than their EA counterparts, but, I mean, essentially, I think they sort of knew that they're going to be giving up CS in order to pick up that dragon, and so the scores really isn't that far apart because of that, that dragon gold.
Yes.
And the turret gold that they were able to pick up. So, although the turrets are even right now, so I mean, Epic was able to pick up a top turret, but I think it's all really coming down to that dragon.
Yeah, and mid lane, Epic really wants to push and pressure this tower now, because I mean they've got Nerevar for EA is just chilling top lane. He can't do anything right now. He's got his teleport up, so when he's needed he can come down, but Epic really just wants to get some pressure on the map. They want to get moving around. Aquarius bot lane making Bigglebun's jump away after being withered.
Yeah, that Vayne speed boost. It's deceptive how quickly she can catch up to you. You think you're in safe distance, but then she'll just chase you, auto attacking the whole way, and before you know it, you're dead. So
right now, we're just waiting for a little bit of action to explode. It's just farming and pressuring right now. We do see the Anomaly dropping a ward. He is going to come around, maybe get some pressure onto bottom lane here. Oh, we're going to land the hook. It's going to happen.
Yep, there's the hook on Zara, but I don't know if anything's... there we go. Oh my goodness, that box just doing so much damage. The Anomaly, though, eating a lot of damage. Bigglebun's going to be able to get in. No, getting condemned against the wall by Aquarius. Really great plays. Aquarius can try dodge this. Doesn't even need to. Here comes the Karth Assault and... No! Bigglebun and now Ghasty is going to absolutely clean this up. Is Aquarius with barrier going to be enough? Ghasty. Oh, the flash out. Ghasty has to flash out in the opposite direction. Aquarius with those Vayne mechanics. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really great play from him.
Oh, I'm the kid coming around. He wants to get this. He wants to clean this up. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get there soon enough.
A little bit too little, too late there. But I mean, honestly, that Dequarius, I guess he just miscalculated the card's assault damage. He really thought he was going to be able to pick that one-man army was going to be able to pick that up. That's a shame, because that would have been a little bit of extra gold and probably a little more farming time. And obviously they're. I was going to say maybe they're not going to be able to pick up this bottom turret. I guess if Bigglebunds did go down to that, then they would have been able to. I'm trying to think, is Messiah going to be enough to stop the turret from going down?
I'm not sure. Dequarius does quite, they're going to get this easily.
Yeah, okay, turret's going down. So, I mean, in the end, it really worked out just as well for them, despite...
Zyrule up at the blue buff for Epic. Black Mamba coming through, withering him. He does not want Zyrule to get away, but we do see Ghastly and Nerevar are going to try and close in on this. I'm not sure. Zyrule could turn around and use Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Oh, landing the last Wither, but he does not want to go in. I was going to say, I mean, he just needed that one last Wither to be able to try and catch up to Zyrule, but I think Ghastly really did end up saving his life there. That probably could have been a dead Zyrule if Ghastly didn't show up.
Yep. Oh, I was going to say something. Level 1 Karth Assault, really deceptively weak. It's really nice if you can get someone who has a sliver of health, but it just does not do the sort of execute damage that you're used to seeing a Karth Assault do. And that's what One Man Army had. And I really did think that Dequarius had done enough damage to Bigglebunds.
It looked like enough. It really did. It
Yeah.
was just that one auto attack's worth. I mean, that's often what it comes down to. I guess but you know what? Again, you're in the heat of the moment. You're not looking at player health bars. It's pretty difficult. Here we go. I'm the kid coming down, landing that hook on Nerevar, landing the snare and Wither combo, and I think this is Nerevar has no chance here.
There's too much control. The Wither and the hook and the root from I Am the Kid as well. Nerevar was not getting away. He did not have a ward. He had a ward placed just below Baron, but was not nearly high enough to see I Am the Kid coming up through the river.
Yep, and this is once again. Oh, look at this! Dequarius blowing his ult when Messiah face checking the bush, despite the fact that Messiah knew that Dequarius was in there. Is he gonna be able to get that last auto attack off? Probably. Vayne speed boost.
Oh god!
And there it is.
Go.
Bigglebunds coming around the back. Bigglebunds needs to be real careful. I mean, the anomaly Dequarius can turn this around on Bigglebunds at any point in time. So
he's just gonna jump over the wall. He doesn't have anything to do with that.
I was about to say earlier, this is the real problem, I think, with the Yorick pick from EA. It's really not done at all what they wanted to do. They haven't been able to harass anybody out of lane with it. He hasn't been able to farm up. He's mediocrely been able to perform in team fights with that ultimate. And I mean, it's just in general not performing the way they've wanted it to. And this is in general the problem I see with Yorick. He just doesn't offer enough to an entire game.
Yeah.
Ghastly trying to force onto the Kid Woman Army off the turret, doing a pretty good job there. Nerevar now coming mid, gonna try to maybe pick up a little bit of farm here, harass One Man Army out of the lane.
So I'm not sure if you were watching top lane, but Zyrule did use his ultimate, and I believe he missed Black Mamba, just completely whiffed with the ult. Black Mamba just walked away. So Zyrule's ultimate is down for a little over a minute. And mid lane, I Am the Kid just being a huge nuisance, just harassing with his hook, getting in there. Ghastly falling to half health so far. And One Man Army just going to keep poking and keep farming.
Landing the hook from behind the wall. There we go, pushing him into the wall. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that jump is probably not going to be enough. Wow. Such a great play from the Anomaly and Dequarius.
So much synergy between those two players and champions.
Really fantastic, the Anomaly. And I mean, that's one of the scary things about Thresh is, you grab someone through the wall. It's not like Blitzcrank in that you're pulling someone through a wall. You're pulling them against the wall, which allows Vayne for really great positioning for a condemn or something like that. I'm not sure if the condemn actually went off there, but I mean the box was certainly enough. Bigglebunds tried to jump over it, tried to cleanse, wasn't enough, and this is going to be a dragon.
Free dragon for Epic.
Yep.
And one thing we've, in just conversation that we've noted is that with Thresh's hook, Zyrule just walking through, he wants to get this turret, he doesn't care about taking a little bit of damage, and he's actually taking a lot of damage from this.
Oh, because again, the turret, I mean, when you don't have minions to protect it, you actually do less damage to the turret. It has like stronger armor or something like that. Black Mamba might be able to pick up this kill. If Zyrule trying to flash out, he's going to trying to get a bandage toss off to one of the enemy minions. Is he going to be able to get there in time before the next Wither comes around? There's a Wither, and the minions are moving out of his range.
Oh no!
Here comes Karth's ultimate, and down goes Zyrule.
That one
just barely
not
making it.
Damage. But yeah, as I was saying, with Thresh's hook, it's a lot like Leona's hook, except that you get the option to decide if this is what you really want to do. Like, if you land the hook, you're like, okay, do I really want to jump to them, or am I just going to pull them a little bit? And that offers a lot of safety and decision that Thresh has that Leona or Blitzcrank really don't have. It's sort of a best of both worlds situation.
Yeah, that's actually a very, very good point about Thresh, and maybe that's you do see a lot of those Thresh players actually choosing to jump in and try to use that E and lock down the player a little bit more. But again, you don't really have to if you don't want to. If it's much safer you just to land the hook for the stun duration, or just to pull the enemy player in a little bit so that your AD laner can catch up, then you can just do that.
Yeah, and despite EA's best efforts to shut down Black Mamba, Nerevar is really far behind him. He's down 3 deaths, no kills, and a little bit of farm as well. So, I mean, Nerevar just being so far behind Nasus is not going to be a good sign for EA.
No, certainly not. And, I mean, like, the farm on AD carries, if you're looking at that, I mean, Vayne and Tristana, again, both, extreme late-game AD carries. The farm is equal, but looking at the kills...
4 kills for...
Yeah, Aquarius, the anomaly of extreme shutdown. The hook landing on Nerevar. Here we go. Curse the Sad Mummy coming in. Gassy going to try and clean something up. The knock-up from Messiah isn't going to be enough. Exhaust going down on Gassy. One-man army is retreating. And look, the players, I was going to say, like, it looked really, really good for EA at one point. And there we go. Gassy going to be shut down by Black Mamba. And, I mean, like, a really good disengage from Epic. They're all pretty low. Look at this. Zyre picking up Gassy going back in. I'm not entirely sure.
Oh,
here we go.
Aquarius.
Resets. Oh, I was going to say that ultimate going on to Gassy, and look at this. Aquarius going to try and clean this up. Double kill.
Wow.
There we go. Landing those Vayne mechanics. The barrier and the shield. Actually, he was able to get pulled out. Aquarius is an amazing Vayne player, I really have to say.
Such good control with that champion. He actually almost got Messiah as well, and I think he probably could have if he'd taken one more auto attack and then pulled the lantern. But
yeah, I mean, he was a little worried about going down to Nerevar. I mean, despite the fact that Nerevar is a little bit underfarmed, he's still does damage as a champion. So
yes.
Aquarius does have to kind of worry about that a little bit. But yeah, barrier on Vayne, I mean, really just allows her to stay in that fight a little bit longer, get a few extra of those auto attacks, true damage, and lifesteal off, and I mean. Aquarius playing it so very well.
Yeah, very clutch play. And as you were saying, the kiting from Epic was just so good. The way that one-man army was just walking back and still using lay waste, and just the whole disengage was amazing. It really did look like Zyrul's ultimate was going to be enough to finish probably 3 or 4 of the Epic members off.
Yeah, I was saying at the time that I'm as a kid, you used your hook to jump into 3 enemy players. Why did you do that? But considering that. We saw another kill from Aquarius, almost another couple kills from Aquarius because of that, and they stuck around to kill I'm a Kid. That may have been exactly what he wanted.
Yep, and Aquarius is actually, he's got that Blade of the Rune King, and now he's working towards that Infinity Edge, and Vayne with Infinity Edge is a scary, scary champion. It's just, it's terrifying.
Yeah, but so this is probably going to be, here we go, Zyril going to, I'm just going to ward off Zyril from they really want to take this mid-turret. Gassy getting in there, and this is going to sort of thwart the push on mid lane for now.
Yeah, but Aquarius going bottom, he's going to try and get Bigglebuns here, but Bigglebuns can go over the wall, and I'm sure, yep, he's just going to
he just missed the condemn, able to jump over from the bush. Yeah. And you got to be real careful when you're jumping like that with Tristana, because, I mean, I'm a bad player. I won't, I have no qualms about that, but, I mean, Tristana and I think, I mean, Kazakhs too have those jumps that they're not blinks.
They're awkward where you can get caught. Yeah.
Just be very careful where you're jumping because you get those vertical those derpy vertical jumps, and then you want to face palm because you're dead.
Yeah, it's like when you try and flash over a wall and you just completely fail.
You remember the flash range nerf? How long did that screw you up for?
It's still screwing me up.
Oh man,
it's still screwing with me.
Here we go. We're going to see the counter push now from EA. They're going to try and take down this turret. One-man army getting snared, not able to get there in time. The anomaly going to try to jump in there and land a hook. There we go. Zyril in there. He's got the box going down, and Curse the Sad Mummy just completely immobilizing. Oh my goodness. Zyril having to run out of the fight. Here's going to see an ultimate from Karthus. Messiah is going to go down here. There we go. And so low, Bigglebuns and Gassy.
Oh my God.
Slow landing on Kid. Is it going to be enough? Is Kid going to be able to land a hook? We're going to see Kid going for Bigglebuns instead of Gassy. Is he going to be able to get there before? Oh, just able to land that hook. And picking up the kill on Bigglebuns before the cooldown on jump was up.
Yeah, it's those swiftness boots actually from Nautilus, just giving him enough move speed to catch up with Bigglebuns. But the AoE ultimates from EA were really good. They timed it well. They locked down a lot of Epic's team with it, but it was still just not enough. It was a 4v4 fight, but I mean, Aquarius wasn't even there. He was bot lane farming.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the end that one came down to the one-man army ult. The fact that one-man army wants to be. I mean, he sort of tried to retreat a little bit, ends up getting killed anyway. Whatever. He's Karthus. He can do damage. a little bit in the fight after he dies. He's got that ultimate, you know, people essentially can't escape from that. The fact that the Anomaly's box went down slightly before Zyrul's Curse of the Sad Mummy also really, really helped them, because the box does almost what Curse of the Sad Mummy does, in that it slows people. I think it's a 90% slow.
It's ridiculous. Whatever
Yeah,
it
so
is.
it's, I mean, for all intents and purposes, your movement is shut down for that period of time, and that's pretty much the exact same time Curse of the Sad Mummy went down. So, I mean, that's what really, I think, in the end, ended up saving Epic from having, you know, all EA's damage dealers try to shut them down during the Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Yeah, what Anomaly's ultimate, the first person to break a wall gets slowed 99%. So yeah, they're not moving. And then anyone who breaks any other walls after that gets slowed by about 50%.
Is it? I was going to say, I thought it was each wall if
No.
it's done by a different person, but I guess, okay. I didn't realize, it's a very confusingly worded ultimate.
Yeah, it is, but you're right. It really does set up a lot for Epic's team, and one man Army actually getting caught out by Zyril, doing a lot of damage still.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's almost able to take out Zyril. If he had his ultimate, he might even be able to pick up double kill.
Oh, no,
oh, he does pick it up. Zyril would rather go down to one-man army than Imzakid, and Ghasty's just barely going to escape from this. They don't even try to search him out. Imzakid instead going to try and take out Messiah, but Messiah's, you know, well in the range of safety here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Aquarius just still farming the jungle, farming the lanes, really not caring about any fighting that's going on because he's Vayne. He's already got that Infinity Edge. He's got a Giant's Belt, so I'm wondering if we're going to see. Oh, we're actually going to see a Baron.
I was going to say, Ping's going down on Baron. They're actually going to try to take a 25-minute Baron here. And I mean, with Vayne, that's certainly not, you know, out of the realm of success here. We're just going to have to see. Because Zyrul's not going to be in the fight, they don't have to worry about being smite stolen, but they do have to worry about being very, very low from that Baron damage. Aquarius being taken really, really low. Got it, gets exhausted, but the ultimate, here we go. Karthus is actually alive for that. He could ultimate from the base, which really, really helps that Epic. Black Mamba is going to go down, and now Ghasty picking up those resets. I really think in the end that, you know, idea to try to take the Baron, oh my goodness, Ghasty able to get there before the Anomaly can get over, and is it going to be enough? Are they going to be able to get one more slow off? Nerevar needs to get those slowing ghouls off. The Anomaly blowing that locket, and one-man army gets there in time to ward them away.
Oh yeah, one-man army now going to pursue Messiah. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get the kill, but he's still full health. He might be able to, nope. All of EA's team is going to get out. But gosh, the amount of damage that came out from EA there. Oh, one-man army does not want to lose his blue buff. He's going to have to. Yep. The Baron debuff really did hurt Epic right there. They took so much damage. It lowers magic resist. I don't think it lowers armor as well, but
no, I'm pretty sure it's just magic resist.
It's just magic resist, but that just did so much. I mean, Messiah's ultimate was great. He locked down both Aquarius and the Anomaly and knocked both of them up. Aquarius was focused very, very well by EA. That was just a really well executed fight by EA.
Yep, I think Epic essentially overestimated the fact that, you know, oh, well, you know, Zyrul's not there. We don't have to worry about Curse of the Sad Mummy or a Smite Steal. We can just go take Baron. I think they really overestimated how far ahead they are in that, you know, even while being at, you know, 2/3 half health from Baron, they can still afford to, you know, fight 4v4 like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So now Aquarius is now that he's got a death under his belt, he's just going to resign himself. Okay, I'm going to go farm again. Fighting wasn't fun. I don't know why I did that.
All right, fine. I'll just have to farm up until I get a Phantom Dancer can 1v5 the enemy team. All right, fine.
Yeah. And Anomaly throwing out the hook. Oh, double hook on a Nerevar.
City going down on Nerevar. Oh my goodness.
That was a follow up, but it was great.
I was gonna say it didn't amount to anything, but it was so fantastic to see. That was amazing. I want to see more of that. Oh, that combo.
We have to see a Thresh plus Nautilus plus Blitzcrank plus a Mumu. No, nobody can run away.
What's this guy? Darius.
Oh yeah, Darius. Yep. And I don't think there's a fifth hook, but.
Well, I don't know. Mumu doesn't really count as a hook.
No. But that would be amazing. They don't need a fifth hook. That's too many hooks as it is. So now Epic going to push down this tower. They need to be careful. Zyril just waiting to go in there and engage. He wants this so bad.
He really, really does. Look at him hiding up there. That sad mummy hiding in the bushes. Nobody likes him. But when he comes into the team fight to give everybody a hug, that's going to be big trouble for Epic.
Yeah, I mean, his ultimate plus Messiah's ultimate are both going to be really scary. It's going to be AoE, and I'm sure the engage is probably going to be coming right now.
They're really committing to the turret. Zyril, what are you waiting for, buddy? They're committing to that turret. Come on.
I'd Did he, like, disconnect? Oh, no, there he is! Here we go!
Turrets go down. The Flash ultimate picking up 4 members of the enemy team. The box going down. Is it going to be enough to Aquarius? They're really trying to take the Aquarius out. They really need to. The Aquarius is not able to kite him enough. Gassy now unstoppable. Getting those resets. Going to try and pick up Anomaly. Not going to be enough. He's really, really low and needs to get out of that fight. Einstein flashing to chase him down. Gassy being chased out of the fight. And now a double kill going down. One-man army blowing that Zhonya's and getting 3rd kill. And now, I mean, this is going to be real, real dangerous. Bigglebuns has been sort of ghosted, and so now is alive for the duration, another, I think, 5 seconds or so, but getting locked down. I don't think Bigglebuns going to be able to pick him out. No, that ghost disappears. This is going to be the first inhibitor for Epic.
I'm not sure why Zyril waited so long to engage on that. I mean, he should have gone, oh, Gassy jumping in wants to get a kill.
Oh, no, that Randuin's Omen is going to shut down Gassy's auto attack ability for a little bit. The Anomaly is going to be able to get out. He's getting ignited. There he goes, the shots. And we're going to see the reset. One-man army, one more auto attack away. Is Gassy going to shut down? And the red buff is not going to be enough to take out one-man army.
Yeah, and yeah, Black Mama just going to take that inhibitor real quick. But if Zyril had engaged on that when Epic was at the tower... Oh, no!
Here we go. The Shirley is going to land that. There's the bandage shots landing on Black Mama. Black Mama going to get rooted. I think Black Mama's going to die. He does not have... Oh, no! He's going to be teleporting out! They can't stop. Waiting for those roots to go down. Black Mama teleports.
Wow.
Fantastic play. Even in all chat, he said goodbye. Oh my goodness, I love this game. EA and Epic, really, really delivering on the entertainment value. I'm really enjoying casting this game, and I know I should be studying right now, but I do not regret it for a minute.
Doesn't matter. But no, EA now going to swing over to this Baron. There's not going to be anyone to stop them. I mean, Aquarius is there, but he can't go alone, and I'm not sure if Epic can get there soon enough. This might be a Baron for free for EA.
Yep, pretty much. That is a free Baron for sure. And it looked did Nerevar he did. And Nerevar used his ult on Bigglebuns just to help take down that Baron a little bit quicker. Oh, look at this.
No.
They actually were not taking down the Baron quick enough. There we go, just picking it up, but they're so low already from the Baron. Curse the Sad Mummy going down, but no, Zyro's going to be destroyed. Messiah is going to be destroyed. Nerevar is going to be destroyed. Was that Baron really worth it? I'm not sure, because now all 5 players of Epic are up. They can just head right down the mid lane and possibly end it right here.
And you know, this goes back to what I was saying in Champ Select. EA has both a Mumu and Yorick, both not very high damage dealing champions, so their Baron is actually fairly slow, despite, you know, Nerevar using his ultimate on Bigglebuns. It wasn't enough DPS to clear the Baron fast enough, and One Man Army was there. I mean, the entire team from Epic was there. They just cleaned up so well, and One Man Army does have his ultimate still, so...
I mean, at the very least, we're talking another inhibitor here. I don't think that there's anything that EA can do about this. Gassy's going to try to clear the wave, going to try to slow them down a little bit, but I mean, they can essentially just tank the turret right now if they wanted to.
Well, Zyro's back.
He doesn't have ultimate though, and they know that. Imzik going right in the back, going to try to eat a whole bunch of CC, but Imzik taking a little more damage than he wanted. Gassy going to try to jump in and take out Aquarius, but getting hooked, and Gassy getting stunned against the wall. Gassy having a flash out using his ultimate, and One Man Army is going to go down here, but he's in the middle of the fight. His ultimate is up, and here we go. There are the explosions, kaboom, and there's a double kill.
Huge
and
Requiem.
I think this might be the game here. Messiah Biggleman's the only one still left up. Oh, we're going to see there. Look at that. Look at that.
True Ice. Oh.
True Ice is not, I was going to say, like, you don't see that item nearly as often in terms of support items. Usually supports want to pick up that Locket and Aegis combo, but, like, True Ice, I mean, look at that. They're really, like, I'm honestly really, like, that team fight was executed so unbelievably well.
Yeah, Aquarius doing so well to just dance in and out of getting hit. I mean, Gassy tried so hard to take Aquarius out, but just could not. I'm the Kid was protecting Aquarius so well. Oh, Aquarius wants to get this kill on Messiah.
Is he going to be able to do it before the next? There we go. Well, there we go. Next goes down game one. Excuse me, going down for Epic, and game 2 going to begin in just a moment.
Yeah.